So it looks like Hawkins has brought in his copy of Empty the Warrens. The problem here is that he's on 5 cards, so building up a storm count is going to be challenging. Also, because Shriner's draw is so heavy on creatures, he needs to empty for quite a lot for it to be enough to win the game. He can't just do it for, even something like 10. Probably does not get him there.
No. It's not going to cut it at all. The other tough thing here for Eric is that he's actually drawn his copy of Tendrils too. So that's kind of glutting up his hand a little bit. So he's going to have to get a little creative to win this one, I think. Okay, it might be go time here in some capacity. All right. Here's a Dark Ritual. Interesting.
Well, no one casts Dark Ritual without the intent of going off. It's going to be tough, I think, for Hawkins on 5 cards to beat a Force of Will.
Oh, there's Force of Will.
Well, this is not bad for Hawkins because he can simply go for it next turn. But a lot more dangerous, I think, for Hawkins if Shriner let Hawkins cast a couple rituals and then try to cut off either Past in Flames or Ad Nauseam, whatever the big payout was. But if Hawkins' hand's a good hand, he can go for it again next turn. And Shriner's hand's got nothing going on.
Yeah, it's mostly garbage.
Couple lands. The Deathrite Shaman's a little bit of disruption. It interacts with the graveyard at least, but...
Here come the Tarmogoyf that are 2/3. Hawkins going to fall down to 11.
And he doesn't even have to go for it next turn. Hawkins has enough life to play with. He can wait a little bit. At least one more turn beyond that if he wants to.
Man, drawn a Chain of Vapor. Interesting.
Although, when the Storm deck mulligans to 5 here, drawing things like Chain of Vapor is really painful. Hard to assemble the mixture of cards you really need to be able to go off on 5 cards.
Difficult decision here for Eric.
Yeah, Hawkins' hand looks like a mess to me. I mean, you have Chain of Vapor. That's not very good here. You have the Empty the Warrens. That's going to be tough.
Infernal Tutor's going to search up a Lotus Petal. Pass the turn back. Deathrite Shaman will remove Infernal Tutor. Hawkins will fall down to 9. Though I think Shriner may have removed the wrong card there.
I think you want to remove Dark Ritual because then the Tarmogoyf stays as 3/4. Then it is an instant and a sorcery. I suppose he can Chain of Vapor the Deathrite Shaman as a way to build the storm count and also set back the number of turns that Shriner can kill him over. Because he has to replay the Deathrite Shaman and then that takes some time.
There are some truly, don't forget, he can target his own stuff with Chain. Yep. We see this happen in Vintage a lot, where he can cast Chain and bounce both his Lotus Petals. So Eric is capable of doing some interesting things here. Now the storm count right now is 3. Chain will be the 3rd spell. And then he can sacrifice his own land. So Chain of Vapor is this weirdly worded card where you can bounce your own stuff. Yeah, you even see right now the table spotter taking a look saying, wow, what's going on?
So this is a way for him to build the storm count here for essentially 3 at the cost of 1 mana.
Yep. So storm count should be at 3 now. Lotus Petal makes it storm 4. Petal makes it storm 5. This is spell 6, maybe. It's funny because if that Empty Warrens was like literally anything else,
yeah,
he'd probably be in good shape. Instead, it's just a stinky Empty the Warrens. And he's going to play Empty the Warrens now. I guess he's got some backdoor ways here, depending on what he draws.
Well, it also seems like Hawkins has left Cabal Therapy Tendrils as his leftovers.
Cabal Ritual.
Cabal Ritual, excuse me. his plan here might be get in one shot, and then you draw the right cantrips or whatever. That might be enough to finish off the game.
He's definitely got a plan.
Yeah.
Wow, I think Thoughtseize was the draw.
That's, I think, going to be too much.
Yeah.
Assuming Shriner cast it. Because then his hand's just a ritual. Deathrite kills him in 2 turns. I don't think that's beatable. Oh!
Okay.
There is some hope here. But now Hawkins' hand is forced. There's Deathrite in play. He's at 3.
He's got to do
got to
something
win
now.
this turn. I suppose he can attack. If he gains enough life, maybe he can stay out of lethal range next turn. Seems very challenging to balance it.
That's pretty tough. Let's see what this card is. Probe that he can't pay alternate life for. Sees the Thoughtseize. The fetch land, maybe?
Oh,
Is that Dark Ritual?
I think that's it. If that's Dark Ritual, I think that's enough.
Oh my god. Here's an attack for 12. 3 creatures are going to get blocked. He takes 9, falls down to 8.
That's 1,
Probe.
2, 3. Yeah.
Oh my. Oh my god.
Unbelievable.
Oh my god.
Unbelievable.
Oh my god.
That's 4 spells.
That's 4 spells. That's
Wow.
going to do it. Eric Hawkins is going to win this match here over Jeremy Shriner. 2 games to 0.